You're listening to The Brett Davern Show, live daily on Adobe Radio.
All her bags are packed and she's ready to go. Or already went last night. She landed there bright and early.
It might have still been dark.
She's in the knack. I wonder if she's coming back.
Ooh, that was good.
Goodbye, Maddie. Have fun in Texas. I hope that you don't get shot. Oh, whoa, what? Oh.
Yikes. It's the Brett Davern Show. Brought to you by Nice Guy Digital on Adobe Radio and recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California.
It's an open carry state, and I was improvising.
Yeah. On today's episode, it's Tool Tune Thursday.
Yay!
My longtime friend Anna Schumacher is in studio to talk about the 8th annual Broke LA Festival.
She's the one that calls it the nasty knack. I don't know what goes on there.
Texas, it's a weird place.
I cannot be held responsible for anything I say during improvisation.
And the Masters will debate.
All over the place.
Now let's get to the guy who's graduated high school 3 times.
I'm sorry, Maddie. I love you. Return home safely.
Maddie's old friend,
Aw.
Brett Davern.
Listen up, everybody. This is our show. Thank you for telling your friends and family about our silly program and engaging with us on social media. If you want to shout out a friend, shout at us or with us, you can call the show toll free 1-888-99-IDOBE. It is my dream that someone calls that phone number and starts yelling at me someday for some of the things that I've said. But it never happens.
They don't yell.
The email for the show is bdsfans@idobe.com. Or if you want to join the conversation right now, just go ahead and text us. bdsfans@idobe.com. Put that where you normally enter someone's phone number. Compose your text and press send. Hey, Matadocious, if you want to talk to me during this episode, make sure you text the text line. I don't check my own phone.
Or she can text me, because that's also an option.
I think she's listening from Texas.
She better be.
Ooh, if she calls in, she can be Maddie from Nacogdoches again.
She could.
All right, lots of show to get to today. But before we get to all of it, let's go around the room because this is how this show at Adobe started out.
The OG crew.
Just the 3 amigos in here. Hello, Boy Wonder.
Good morning, Brett.
And Katie LeClaire.
Today is National Grilled Cheese Day.
Aha.
It's a good one.
Grilled cheese.
I approve of the Grilled Cheese Day celebration.
I like a grilled cheese, but I gotta tell you, Katie.
What?
I like my grilled cheese the way that my mama made it.
How's that?
Velveeta.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Just bread, butter it up on the outside and the inside if you want to get crazy.
Whoa.
And then just slice up some horrible nuclear waste that is Velveeta cheese.
Yep.
And put it in the middle and then melt it
So
up.
melty.
And just that. People get fancy with the brie and the, cheddar or,
Cheddar,
that
so fancy.
highfalutin cheddar.
Give me some pepper jack any day.
Just throw a little Velveeta in there. That's all I want. Just Velveeta and the bread. That's it.
The master debater used to make it, quote unquote, fireman style.
Oh,
That's
boy.
what we called it around our house.
Oh, my gosh.
With Parmesan cheese on the outside, with the butter. Ooh, a little extra crusty, crispy. Really, really recommend that.
Look, I don't deny that that's probably delicious, but if I want to kick it old school and, have that ratatouille moment that we talk about where you're transported back to being a child, just Velveeta for me. And speaking of growing up, though, as your food tastes change.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, don't even come near me with that tomato soup with the grilled cheese. But now that I'm an adult,
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
It's good stuff. I couldn't even talk, actually.
How about the Hellman's
mouth is
trend?
salivating. What?
The Hellman's trend.
Hellman's trend?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Seen those commercials where they spread Hellman's on the outside of the bread?
Do you call mayonnaise Hellman's?
Well, no,
Are you
that's
getting
best
brand
foods.
specific? This is you're basically saying
No,
Kleenex to me right now.
Yeah, I guess I kind of am. But
Yeah.
it's like a, you could put mayonnaise, but it's a best food / Hellman's commercial. It's their advertising. That is
I see.
You can spread
Some parts of
mayo
the
on
country it's
outside.
Hellman's. Some parts of the country it's Best Foods.
Yeah, like Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Just like some sticks of butter are long and skinny, and some sticks of butter are short and fat.
Do you go length or girth?
I don't even know if people really actually realize that. Out here on the West Coast, short and fat.
Mm-hmm.
In the Midwest, long and skinny.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Which one do you want?
You always go with the girth, right?
That's how I grew up. Oh. Tool Tune Thursday, everybody. It's a song that you want to rock out to, but might roll the windows up if someone heard you rocking out to it. This is Toxic. It's Britney. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
You're listening to The Brett Davern Show with that other guy from that one show on MTV. Yeah, you know, Brett Davern on Adobe Radio.
Turn down the lights. Pump up the volume. Time for a raging, rock hard
Yep.
music debate with the musical master debaters, Brett and Denny.
That's right. That's right.
How come the Skype phone call doesn't ring all the way through the opening?
I don't know. Is he there? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
he's not there yet.
I'm ready to master debate.
Oh, gosh.
Let's go.
Sometimes delayed gratification is a good thing.
Not in this situation. I'm ready to yell at somebody. Let's go. I'm all primed and ready to go. Let's go.
Hello.
Hey, there he is. There's my master debating partner. Hey, buddy.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, we're great. How are you?
I'm doing really good.
You ready to master debate together?
I'm ready.
All right. Sweet.
Oh, boy.
It's been a little over a week. I'm ready to go. I've got a lot of pent up debating to do. Got to clear off the docket.
Oh.
Got a lot of backed up debating, Katie.
Yeah.
I got to
Well,
spit it all out there.
I got to tell you guys, I got a good one for you.
All right.
Kind of goes with Tool Tune Thursday a little bit.
Okay.
What is your
Yep.
best karaoke song?
Oh, for you to perform? Like if I'm going to perform or to listen to someone else perform? Or like I want to be in the bar while they're singing it?
I think to perform.
If I'm going to perform, what's the best karaoke song?
Correct.
All right. You got anything, Master Debater?
Yeah, I got one.
All right. Hit us with it.
Okay. So,
It's going to be
the
something
greatest
I've never heard
karaoke
of.
song. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Oh.
Let me tell you why. Because if I'm supposed to be singing
Please
it, first
do,
of
because
all,
I'm so ready to yell at you.
Oh, no.
Please
Dad.
do. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
What?
Just
what
go
am I
ahead.
doing
Just
here?
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Tell me why.
Okay, so I would need somebody probably to be on stage with me. And, with Bohemian Rhapsody, they got that, echo thing where they say one thing and somebody else kind of... You wouldn't have to be up there by yourself, is what I'm saying. So I think that's a good way to go. And if I could sing, Bohemian Rhapsody kind of has the ups and downs. It starts out real quiet and, and then it has the little rocking part towards the end. And, and if you're going to karaoke and you want to get everybody kind of riled up, I think that's a good way to go. You kind of build them up, a building song. That's good.
You done? Are you done?
Well, what do you got?
I'm trying to decide whether I want to spend the entire debate telling you why you're wrong,
I feel like I'm
or
in trouble here.
if I want to spend the entire debate telling you about my karaoke song. I think I'll do a little of both.
I'm so scared.
Here's why you're wrong. And Katie's scared because she's spent enough time with me to know that, in my opinion, Bohemian Rhapsody is the worst karaoke song of all time. And here's why.
No, it's not.
Because, one, it's way too damn long. It's like
is
12,
long, yeah.
It's like 16 minutes of someone standing up there and hogging the microphone. We're in a karaoke bar. Give someone else a chance, Master Debater. That's number one. That's point number one. Point number two is you better be able to sing if you're going to go up there with this one. This is a challenging song.
Yeah.
I mean,
everybody who tries to do like Whitney Houston or like all the big singers, nobody can do it. So you might as well go for Freddie Mercury.
All right. Fair enough. I would also just argue, though, Freddie Mercury, possibly the greatest singer in rock and roll history. So I'm just saying, like, anyone trying to go up there and do that, you got your work cut out for you. Also, song starts out painfully slow. And then the greatest part of the song is the Wayne's World moment with where they all start headbanging, you know, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? So, like, in my karaoke bar that I want to open someday, if someone wants to sing Bohemian Rhapsody, it starts right before that moment. And then you can go through to the end, and that's fine. But, man, are you hearing what's going on in the background right now? Like, this is still the opening.
This is 2 minutes, 22 seconds.
Yeah! I'm just trying
to... Help me out and skip ahead a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, the point is I'm standing in the bar, and I got to get up there and sing I Like Big Butts, and you're in the way. I guess it's called Baby Got Back. Whatever. All right, turn his song off. Here's my answer. Similar to the reasons for your answer, but much easier to sing. Sweet Caroline, Neil Diamond.
Oh, that's so boring.
Yeah, but here now listen. I could have gone a couple different ways. Could have gone Total Eclipse of the Heart. Could have gone Say It Ain't So by Weezer. Could have gone Summer Lovin', but that's so cheesy. I think Sweet Caroline is a good one, especially early in the night, because, like you said, gets the whole bar singing with the ba ba ba, you know, and you can hold the microphone out and people do that part of it, and everyone knows it, and the verse is short, so you don't get bogged down by a long verse and then a chorus that everybody knows. So that's my answer. But early in the night, well, this one's also good drunk too, late in the night too. Ba ba ba. Touching hands, reaching out. Yeah. All right. So,
do you think it's possible, though, that with Bohemian Rhapsody, it's so boring in the beginning that by the time you get to the end, people are so excited to be there that they're just that much more into it? I'm thinking that's even another selling point.
Listen,
when you get to the Wayne's World part, people are so happy that it's almost over, and they're loving it.
Anything is possible, Master Debater. Anything is possible. Listen, if I'm feeling funky, I'm going up there singing Whitney Houston, you know, Want to Dance with Somebody. You know what I mean?
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
That's a solid one, you know.
Yeah.
Or what's that song? Natural Woman. I sing Natural Woman sometimes. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know, man. This one's got me perplexed because I have said 1,000 times that if you go to a karaoke bar and put your name in the hat with Bohemian Rhapsody, you are the biggest jerk in the bar because you are basically saying, I want everyone to look at me for 12 minutes. So, I don't know. You've really caught me with this one. All right, should we just there's only 2 people in the room today. So I don't know if the voting is split. I guess we can have a split decision and maybe I get half of a win because I've never won this. 100 and something episodes. How many times do you think we've debated, Katie?
12.
12 debates. I'm 0-12. This is ridiculous. I've never won. And also, as you guys know, the master debater, Denny Leclerc, has his own show on Adobe Radio. It's called Hostage Radio. It's on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And the only way that he gets to keep that show is if he keeps winning this debate. And this is a tough one today, I think.
I made a bad call.
Who doesn't like Neil Diamond? So good, so good,
Diamond,
so good.
Yeah, he's not rocking. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Let's go around the room. Boy Wonder, what say you?
This one's really tough for me. This one's extremely tough for me, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
When Katie asked the question, I immediately pointed to her and I said, I got one.
Yep.
And my answer was Sweet Caroline.
Oh!
But
Oh, no. What?
when Denny brought up his choice, brought me back to a lot of car singing, rocking out. And it just feels so good. Ironically.
So
What?
good, so good, so good.
Don't you dare.
It's a great rock song. And I think I got to go with Denny.
Oh,
He
yeah.
might have topped off my choice, not your
Wow.
choice, my
Wow.
choice.
Wow. Wow.
That makes absolutely no sense, but okay.
Perfect sense.
It's a free country, BW, and you can do what you want, but I'm not happy. We need Matadocious back in this studio.
We do.
I
We're really
think.
missing Maddie because here's the thing.
Wait, you're gonna vote?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Maddie,
I'm
Maddie,
just saying.
text in your vote. I need you.
Denny, you know how much I love you
Hate Neil
and
Diamond?
hate Neil Diamond. Here's the
Yeah, I
problem,
do know
though.
that.
Here's the, which might be why you didn't pick Sweet Caroline, to be honest,
No.
because you know how much I hate Neil Diamond. It's the only Neil Diamond song I do like,
Oh, jeez.
and
I'm the only brother, though. Remember that.
I know, and I love you more than anything in the world. Bohemian Rhapsody is the.
Don't say the words.
No, it's not the worst. It's the worst karaoke song ever possible. Like, that's the worst karaoke song, Daddy. I love you so much, but it is.
Am I gonna get a split decision? We can have the fans break the tie. People are texting in.
I can't sit still in my seat because I'm so uncomfortable because I'm voting for Brett.
Yes! Yes!
Oh,
Sweet victory. Wait, sort of victory. Do we need a tiebreaker, or are we just going to leave this a split decision?
I don't know what to do.
The fans are texting
we'll just
in.
leave it as a tie. Let's do that.
I think it's a tie because I really want to hear Denny's episode on Saturday.
So I got half a win one time.
You get half a win, and only because it's Denny. If you had picked any other song,
Da, da, da,
Oh, man.
da, 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 da. That's the theme song for Universal Studios. I'm standing up in the studio.
Oh.
I am standing up in the studio.
what have I done?
Da, 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 da. I finally done
gosh.
it. And you know what?
And it's only a half victory. Can
To
you
win-
imagine if he actually won?
Also, to win over one of my favorite songs of all time, that's impressive. Because, Bohemian Rhapsody in any other argument probably wins.
Yeah, I know.
It's a great song. It's a symphony. It's a GD symphony. But not when you're talking about karaoke songs.
I'm sorry, Denny. What's
As soon as he
The
said Neil
MasterDebaters
Diamond, I
slipped
thought I
up
had it
this
locked
time.
down.
He sure slipped up this time. He even won with Metallica one time.
I know, and I
Not
hate
this
Neil
time.
Diamond.
Oh, Freddie Mercury and his little mustache goes down like
All
Frasier.
right. All right.
Down goes the debater. Nobody gets that
Oh,
reference. That's Howard Cosell. All right. Good stuff.
What's the episode
Danny
on Saturday
Leclerc
then?
coming in here, losing, taking a beating. The champ goes down. Down goes
I
the
felt so
debater.
confident in that. That hurts.
All right.
It's only a half win, Brett.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
true.
But I'm super excited. This feels like I just won the Super Bowl. This
And
has
I
been
will
so
say,
hard. He's won
fair,
every
I've
single one of
never-
them.
What did
I've
it?
never gone to a karaoke bar, so maybe I'm not experienced in this.
Ever?
What?
Never done that.
Oh
You never
my
sang karaoke?
God, are you kidding me?
Oh boy.
In my whole life, I've never done that.
Oh, Roger Dennis Leclerc II. The next time I am in Texas, we are going to a karaoke bar.
Yikes.
Okay. Well, to be fair, it might be that if somebody sings Bohemian Rhapsody, I'd be over it in the first 2 minutes too. So I don't know. Maybe he's right.
I've got news for you before we hang up on you. I've got news for you. The next time that we are in each other's presence physically, we are going to a karaoke bar, and you, my friend, are going to stand up on stage holding a microphone for all 9.5 minutes of Bohemian Rhapsody.
I think I'd rather go with Sweet Caroline.
And that's a wrap on the debate. Hit the outro, Katie.
Oh, that was amazing.
What a steamy back and forth. Don't worry. They'll be back next week with more to debate.
All right. Well, bye, Master Debater.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Dad.
All right. Well, on that note, let me blow your mind with this one. See what I did there, Katie?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is Let Me Blow Your Mind. Oh. A half win feels like a win. This is Eve with her friend, Gwen Stefani.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
Keep up with all things Brett Davern Show on Twitter. At Brett Davern Show, IW Radio.
All right.
That was rough.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun though. That was, I mean, maybe just because I got half a win for the first time. I really do want to know how many times we've debated, and so what the record is. I think one of the super fans out there needs to get on this. Come on, Steph B. Green or Abby in Arizona or Jeremiah or the 3-4 in Spain. Whoever wants to do it. I need to know how many times we've debated because I need to know how many times I've lost because I've never won. But this time I got half a win.
12 and 0.5.
Well, I'd be 0, 12, and 1 is how that would work out sports-wise. So you go wins,
split.
losses, and ties. But during the break, which this is not official, this doesn't count. But during the break, Matadocious texted in that she would have voted for Denny. But that doesn't count.
It would have counted had she been
on the ball
3 minutes earlier.
That's right. But she texted in during the break, so it is null and void. It does not count. I got half a win. All right, let's move on to our guest. Anna, wait, what? What? Oh, Cake Bams? Oh, I'm sorry, Katie. Thank you for reminding me, and then we'll move on to our guest here. Let me remind you, the Brett Davern Show is brought to you by Cake Bams. What are Cake Bams?
Tell me.
What are those? Those are two crazy words together. What are those? Cake Bams are artisanal rice cakes. Listen to me, people, okay? Enough of that Quaker Oats guy on your rice cake package. Forget it. Change up your thinking. Let me blow your mind. The Brett Davern Show is brought to you by Cake Bams. They are artisanal rice cakes. When organic brown rice cakes are cleverly disguised in yummy flavors like vegan, dark chocolate, and sea salt, or chocolate chip cookie, it can make the everyday feel like a cheat day. This is the thing, people. There's great people out there now making delicious, delicious things that you can buy over the internet. You don't have to suffer through those rice cakes that taste like packing peanuts any longer. All the flavors are naturally gluten-free, and Brett Davern Show listeners get free shipping plus 10% off of your entire order. Just go to cakebams.com. Enter the promo code BDS, as in Brett Davern Show. That's cakebams.com, CAKEBAMS.com. All right. Now on to our guest, Anna Schumacher? Maker?
Yes, Schumacher.
Schumacher.
That's right.
All right. Just like famous Formula One driver
That's
Michael
true.
Schumacher.
And I've been to Germany a couple times, and they always say, "Oh, Schumacher."
Right,
And I'm like,
right.
I'm
Yeah.
not that one.
no,
Sorry.
no relation, but
No, and
yeah.
here's just a weird piece of trivia. My mom's maiden name is Benz, as in Benz.
Yeah.
Also not related.
As in Mercedes.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
Almost.
I know.
Almost. Close, but no cigar, as they say. Anna is here to tell us all about a music festival that is happening in Los Angeles, April 21st and 22nd. It's called Broke LA, and you guys are now in your 8th year.
We are.
Am I allowed to? I don't care. It's live radio. I'm going to say it anyway. Am I allowed to say what it used to be called? Can I talk about that?
Yes.
Yeah? Is that all right? You can
That's
say
all
no.
right. Let's talk about it.
It used to be called, well, you say it. Now I'm nervous. I just made
Brochella.
myself nervous. It used to be called Brochella
It
because
did.
it's not Coachella, but
Right.
it's, yeah. But the people at Coachella, they made you change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was kind of neat because it meant we were on the radar.
Exactly.
So it's not
Yeah.
it's not the worst thing that
That's
would
right.
happen. It didn't become litigious in any way. They were just like,
Right.
you know, hey.
They were just like, hey,
And
guys.
They said, that's okay. We're too big for you. We get it.
Sure, but that is cool. That means you're out there. People are seeing what's going on, and they had to take notice, and that's awesome. So, but now it's called Broke LA, and you guys are in your 8th year, April 21st and 22nd at the Regent Theater, downtown Los Angeles. Go to brokelafest.com for tickets and line up and all that, right?
Yeah, that's got everything.
Also, friends of the show, the New Pacific, which is a band that we've had on here before, they're playing on that Sunday. So make sure to check that out, people. Go out and support. Katie, what are you playing right now?
This is Love is Dead by Jen Awad.
Yes. She's fantastic.
So she's playing the festival.
She's playing the fest.
Katie will be playing some songs underneath this from various artists that will be at Broke LA. Anna, let's get your karaoke song of choice, though, because you wanted to get in on the debate.
I did.
Yeah.
Because I've recently added Faith by George Michael
Oh,
to my list.
very
And
good.
it seems like it's going to be one of those songs where you're just, I can't hit this. This is kind of nuts, but you can.
Really?
You totally can.
It's totally singable, huh?
Oh, it is.
And a crowd pleaser.
It is. And everyone loves it. And
Yeah.
everyone's in on the chorus every time.
Yeah, yeah. That's what you want in a good karaoke
You do.
jam.
You do. Because you're either like too good and everyone's like, well, this is just too good.
Yeah.
Which isn't ever me.
Yeah.
I'm just right in the middle where I can please you enough with. Please
The
sing
best,
along.
Can get
the best
by.
is someone. My favorite thing at a karaoke bar is someone who goes up there who is not good but thinks that they're amazing, and also if they've had a few adult beverages and thinks they're amazing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
That's been me if I'm singing At Last by Etta James. I have become that person.
Oh, yep.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's when that song gets busted out, huh? I like if there's a pool table and they're like laying across it or like climbing over the booths or, really just going for it. But they're horrible.
Yeah.
That's what I
Are you
like.
telling us a story about you just in the third person?
Yeah. No, it was a friend of mine, I swear.
Okay.
Tell me about how Broke LA got started in general and the origin story of this festival.
Sure. So, Cartel Collaborative Arts LA is it's a company that first started as a experimental kind of theater and immersive space. We had a film festival for a while. We used to do an event called Community Pool where we'd host in like a small bar. Basically, hey, artists, come, bring your music, bring your art, whatever. Let's just kind of art potluck, as it were. And then it started to grow.
Oh, I love
and
that.
we-
Yeah.
I love that phrase.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what it was, and then it just kind of grew into, hey, we're seeing a lot of artists around us who, because LA is such a rich city of so many talented people,
Sure.
be it music, visual art, a lot of local business people who craft stuff, all kinds of things. And we were kind of thinking, where can we create a platform just to bring these folks out, the ones that don't get to play the big shows and are just kind of stuck playing mostly open mics a lot.
Right.
And so the first year, it was called Broke Beast, and it was at the Airliner over near Chinatown. This little small, dinky, charming, we love it, but just small little bar. There were 2 stages.
Uh-huh.
And we had, I don't know, less than 200 people there.
Sure.
Many of which were our dear friends who
Of
came out
course,
because we
of
were like,
course.
please come.
Yeah.
And I took tickets at the door, and it was like $5. And
Oh my gosh.
it was mostly our friends' bands. And from there, it just grew and grew and grew. And it grew almost exponentially to where in our third year we already had like 70 acts that were playing.
Oh, wow.
Across 4 or 5
Well,
stages
if you
in
build
our
it, they
life.
will come.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
also one of my favorite movies. and in our largest year, a couple years ago, we had about 7,000 people come out to this festival.
Oh, wow.
And it's just been
Amazing.
amazing. And we've seen our people go and play Coachella. Like our co-producing team, Brownies and Lemonade, are going to be out there for 2 weekends hosting our stage. It's
Sweet.
just amazing.
Yeah, that is really cool. I love that you're giving these people and artists a forum, to display their talents where they might not have been able to otherwise.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
awesome.
great.
And being at the Regent this year and partnering with Spaceland has been pretty neat. And I was there yesterday scouting out, just because I'm always, every few days I'm there.
Sure.
Thinking I'm forgetting where
Sure.
something is. And it was just very cool. I was up on the stage like, yeah, this is a big stage. This is cool. This is legit. So I'm really excited for all the bands that get to be up there.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, you have to be having this moment where, like you were saying, this thing started off as just sort of an idea and started pretty small, and now you're in your 8th year, and it's becoming this big thing. And have you been able to take that moment where you stand back and kind of, look at a big poster or look at a big banner or something like that? That's, and especially at the Regent downtown LA, and just kind of have that moment where you get to kind of stand back, take a deep breath, and go, wow, like, look at what we did.
Yeah. Pretty much every year, because I'm the production director, so I wrangle pretty much everything that you physically see in the space. I had to figure out how to put it there. And so I'm always the first person there and the last one to leave. And there's always this moment when the festival is really kicking and it's going. And I can just kind of stop for a minute, and everyone's just moving around me, and no one knows who I am. It's not like, and I'm the producer. I'm just like a person running around, picking up trash or setting things up, or, I don't know, tying cables to a thing. And I always have that moment where I just stand and I look around and I think, look at all these people having fun. Like, I'm always so happy to be behind something where people are just genuinely excited to be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the energy is so palpable. And
That's
it's
really
it's
cool.
really amazing.
How does it work with tickets for people listening? So obviously they go to brokelafest.com, but in terms of the tickets, how does it work? Do they get individual shows? They buy passes for days, multiple days? How does it work?
So you can buy a weekend pass for $25, which I recommend because
$25?
$25 for 24 hours of programming
That's
of music. Of
What?
art.
Actually
Yeah.
insane.
For
I-
both
that's amazing.
days?
Both days.
$25, that's it?
That's it.
Oh my God. I'll take 12 right now. That is
the deal
are
of the
you
century.
kidding me, people?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I was behind this originally, but now this is ridiculous. And now I'm even more behind it. If you are anywhere near the LA area and you want to have just an amazing weekend for $25 and see all these amazing acts that,
That's
like you
no
said,
money at all.
are going to be
Yeah.
going on to playing Coachella and these very large festivals in the future, and you get to catch these people on the way up. $25.
And there's
Your ticket's $2,500.
Right, I'm buying $2,500
He's rich, though.
worth,
Yeah,
but
yeah, you're buying it.
yeah, but oh my gosh, what a deal! Wow,
There's 2 stages as well, right?
Technically there's 4 stages. There's the main stage inside the Regent.
Uh-huh.
There's the Love Song, which is an adjacent venue. It's kind of a smaller space. And then there's also the Proof Rock Pizza, which is where our comedy stage is. We have 24 hours of comedy in that space during the weekend.
Really?
And then we have an outdoor space just across the street where we activate another stage that's powered by Sunstock Solar. They're coming on to solar power our outdoor part of the festival.
Wow.
And then there's
And that $25 gets you into all those
all the
places.
places.
Oh my goodness!
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when this festival becomes so big that it is $2,500 a ticket, or are there plans to always kind of keep it accessible?
We always keep the price low all
Great.
the time. We are a completely independent DIY group, so we don't have any title sponsors or anything. So it's always it's tough. It's tough to make completely independent art.
Of
wherever you
course,
are,
yeah.
But something that we value is keeping our community with us. And I think that once those ticket prices get so high, and the reason why we started to put it on this weekend during Coachella was because we wanted people who couldn't go out there to feel like they get to have a really dope weekend too.
Right.
That's great.
And so once we start to raise the price, then we lose the people that we're wanting to serve and wanting to hang out with, frankly.
Sure,
in the
sure.
first place.
Well, listen. I've never been out to Coachella. I've not done it yet. I hear that it's awesome, but quite frankly, I don't feel like sweating in the desert, all dusty with a bunch of other dusty people. I'd rather be in downtown LA where I can go grab a bite afterwards and, or whatever. Like be in the city and not have to drive way out there and. possibly get heat stroke.
Right.
So I'd rather
And
go
pay
to Broke LA.
$12 for a bottle of water.
Yeah,
also, so,
totally. Yeah, exactly. The bottles of water at Coachella are $25.
Yeah.
Broke LA, the whole festival, you can get it for $25. That's amazing.
I'm pretty
That
sure
is
there's a
amazing.
water fountain.
Oh, it's so
in
cool.
as well. So, please come use it.
So the water's free.
The water's yes.
Yeah.
After you pay
At the fountain.
$25, you can have free water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the free water at the fountain. Oh, that's awesome. Let's listen to another Tool tune and then come back with more with you. It's Tool Tune Thursday on the show, which are songs that you don't mind rocking out to, but you know, if someone catches you rocking out to it, you might be like, oh.
Oh my god.
Sometimes we get into songs that I don't think are actually that, but they're just songs we like. This is one of those. It's a fun song. I wouldn't be embarrassed if someone caught me listening to this.
Oh, really? I'm thinking of like myself in like my Honda Fit, like listening to this,
Yeah, of course.
driving around, and maybe feeling like what you're describing.
Yeah, yeah.
Or other people feeling it for me. Like,
Yeah.
who's gonna tell her?
All right, fair enough.
You know?
This is Get Your Freak On by Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second. We were also talking during the break that Broke LA has their own Spotify playlist. So do we at the Brett Davern Show. So everybody listening out there who's already found us on Spotify, well, now use your Spotify to find Broke LA. So just search Broke LA 2018.
We'll share it on our social, too.
Yeah, we'll put the links out there and everything, but you can kind of check out the artist before you head down there because, as we've mentioned, people, both days, $25, getting in all access. If you just want to go one day, it's $15. So come on, everybody, and just amazing acts that you get to see. I'm looking through the list. This thing is stacked. I'll just point it at YouTube. Look at this thing. Look at this list, everybody. Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to unmute your microphone. Sorry.
Oh.
Go
Like,
again.
we've heard enough from her.
So this isn't even the full list of people?
Yeah, this card that you guys are holding is the first round of lineup. So there's about 9 or so more acts that are in now in our kind of next wave here. So.
What are some? I mean, I'm sure you love all of these acts equally as they are sort of your children or something. But what are the ones? What are some just highlights, or what are some ones that you're really excited about, or maybe some first timers at the festival, things like that?
So all of these bands are at their first time at Broke
Oh,
LA.
really?
All of these are. We pretty much, it's not a hard and fast rule, but we tend to not take people who've already played our festival before because we don't want to play favorites and we don't want to,
Just when I thought I couldn't love this festival anymore. I am so into all of this stuff because I love art and I love accessible art. That's the thing. I'm going to interrupt you for 2 seconds because we were talking during the break and, like Katie and I, we're theater nerds and we love theater and you can't even go see theater now. It's just so expensive. Broadway the prices are astronomical and so it's a shame to me. And anytime I see something like this coming along, I want to just get so behind it. And that's why everyone needs to go out there and support it. When I was in New York, there were a couple shows that would do like a lottery where they'd let. And the whole idea was so that students and things could access Broadway. So you could go see a show for like $20 if you won the lottery, which was awesome. And I'm so behind stuff like that. And so I love that you're doing this. But anyway, sorry, I digress. Back to the question, though. Some of the bands and some of the, whatever I asked.
Yeah.
some of your favorite children
Some of
on
my
here.
favorite children.
Yeah.
So what's especially exciting for me this year is that I got to create our playlist, which I never get to do because I am very much on the behind the scenes doing production, so
Right.
I never get to really listen to the artists as much as I have this year, so that's been super fun.
Yeah.
But like we were listening to before, Jen Awad, she's wonderful. I'm really excited for her. Sizzy Rocket is coming on. She is a seriously powerful lady. We've programmed a lot of women and a lot of folks of color this year, which
Cool.
is always an effort that we make. We have a lot of women fronting stuff, which is just super excited to see. So I'm excited to see them. Blush is another act that I'm excited about.
Nice.
We just had a couple more added that I've listened to that I can't remember the names of now. Which is why they don't put me up in the
I was
front.
going to say, how do you sift through, and how does it also, I guess we should ask, for anyone out there who is a musician listening, or a band, or someone and they want to try to get in on this next year or down the road, how does it work with that? Do they submit themselves? What's the process?
Yeah, we do submissions, so you can look at our website and our Facebook, and we always push out submissions, usually start in January. And you submit, and it costs $10 to submit, and we listen to all of them.
Right.
We have a listening party, and we get together, and we go through quite literally about 650 different artists.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
And then how many acts this year? 70? Did you say about?
Yeah.
Something like that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, we listen to every single one, and we have a head curator who will then kind of pull, because basically, like, the first time that we go through, we kind of say, okay, I feel like this is kind of our sound, or this is not, like, we kind of,
right,
because it's hard when you have just a large number like that to pick out which ones might curate nicely into such a smaller number, because to go from 650 to 70 is tough. Because,
sure,
like, all of the submissions we get are basically great. Like,
of course,
so how do you,
of course.
And so then our head curator kind of goes in, and she kind of takes her expertise around what's going on in the community of arts and music, and we'll curate that list down again, and we get back again, and we listen to maybe about 90, and we curate down from there again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
man.
that's the process.
I want to be invited to that listening party.
It's pretty fun. A lot of pizza, a lot of couch,
That sounds like
a lot
fun.
of music.
I would be quiet for the first little bit, but then I might be standing on the couch yelling after a while, like, you must let these people in!
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's very gladiatorial. We do the thumbs up or the... No, I'm just...
Oh,
I don't really do that, but...
You stand up in front of everybody with the thumb to the side.
Like, mercy!
Yes, exactly. That's funny. Oh, man. We're going to move on to our final thing to do with here, but just let me remind everybody again, Broke LA, April 21st and 22nd, which, as you pointed out, is the weekend of Coachella, but if you're not headed out to the desert because of many reasons, maybe you just don't want to drive all the way out there, or maybe you can't afford it, go to Broke LA instead. They're in their 8th year. Like I said, it's April 21st and 22nd, downtown LA at the Regent Theater. Get tickets at brokelafest.com. All right, last thing to do with you, Anna. We do this with all of our guests. I have 2 note cards, one in each hand. They each contain a little different line of questioning. This is my little Inside the Actor's Studio moment, morning show style here. So you determine what line of questioning I ask you, though, because I put the cards behind my back, and then you tell me right hand or left hand
Sounds
after
like I have a lot of agency here.
mix
Great.
them up a little bit. Yeah. There we go.
I will pick the left.
This or that. Haha, it's been a while for the orange card. Here we go. All right. This is rapid fire, if you can. It doesn't have to be,
Okay.
but I'm going to give you 2 things, and you just tell me which one you like better.
Okay.
All right. Coffee or tea?
T.
Beach house or mountain cabin?
Mountain cabin.
Hugger or handshaker?
Hugger.
Thanksgiving or the 4th of July?
4th of July.
That's
4th of
the
July.
one. Have you ever noticed,
4th of
Katie?
July.
That's the one that everyone stops on.
everybody.
I know. It's always kind of rapid through that, and then that Thanksgiving or 4th of July makes everybody go, Yeah.
I like fireworks.
Suit or sweatpants?
Sweatpants.
Pearl Jam or Nirvana?
Pearl Jam.
Yes. Do you keep real butter in the cupboard, in the fridge, or leave it out on the counter?
Butter would be left on the counter. Oh no, this seems like a thing.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
No.
She can redeem herself.
I
It's
knew
fine.
it was
There's more
meant to
coming.
be. It was meant to be from the moment you walked in here. I love this. Yes, we are friends for life.
Great.
Friends for life right now. Okay. Where was I? I lost my place.
We were talking about butter.
Pajamas are all natural.
Oh, pajamas.
And finally, do you prefer fake Christmas trees or real Christmas trees?
I prefer A real Christmas tree.
Oh my gosh. Ah. We need that sound, Katie. The angel's like, ah, hallelujah. So first guest has come in here and I've agreed with her on everything.
Yep.
Everything. Oh, couldn't have gone any better. Are there any questions from the other list that you want, Katie? Well, no.
I'm just curious about them.
Are you curious? Let's see.
Just curious.
We'll just end with our final one that we ask everybody because, now I'm really nervous.
I know.
Because
Pressure's on
it's
now.
gone so well now.
I feel,
This could go off the rails, but I don't think so. We've been on board. We've been simpatico so far. Okay.
that's what they
I mean,
always
she's.
say.
I'll share Anna because she's amazing, but
This
my
is
friend
the
first, Brett.
this is the most important question. All right, so I ask everybody this question, whether they come on our silly radio show or whether I just meet them in life, because I believe that your answer to this question will tell me everything I need to know about you.
Oh shoot!
Whoa.
I got excited.
Katie, leaning,
We're
putting
just
her elbow
going
on
so
the
I don't mess
keyboard.
this up.
I was just really nervous. My
her-
hands are shaking.
Putting her
I'm
elbow
nervous.
down
I
on the
don't even know.
keyboard as usual. All right, this is the most important question.
Okay.
Man, I had such gravitas too.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right.
Bring it back.
Okay,
It's
let's
yours.
get into it again. Let's pretend like that didn't happen.
They didn't.
Okay, rewind. We'll edit it out later. I believe that your answer to this question tells me everything I need to know about you as a person.
Okay.
Anna Schumacher, head of, queen bee of, organizer of Broke LA. What is your favorite fruit?
Oh, my favorite fruit. I don't know if this counts. I like blueberries.
Oh,
People always say that's not a fruit, Anna. That's a berry.
what?
People say that to me a lot. Like a lot.
Those people are silly.
Is this okay?
That's a wrap, everybody.
Okay.
On another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Thank you out there for listening live on Adobe Radio or subscribing on YouTube or iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. If you like what you heard, just, tell a friend about it and let them enjoy it as well.
Tell them.
Say goodbye, Producer Katie.
Goodbye.
Producer Katie's on Twitter and Instagram at Katie Leclerc. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDav. You can follow the show on any social media, including Facebook, at Brett Davern Show. Today's guest, Anna Schumacher, can be found on social media. Well, actually, I didn't write down her personals, but Broke LA can be found on Instagram at Broke LA Fest or on Facebook at Broke LA. Do you want to give out your personals? Do you do stuff on there? What's going on?
I'm around. I'm kicking it on the book. Just Anna Schumacher. That's me. And if
There
you
you go.
search Broke LA or Cartel
Yeah.
or
Really, people, check it out. Support things like this because it's important as we go forward. It can't always just be, Drake and Rihanna all the time. We got to support other people who are on the way up so that we can have the future bright and have future Drakes and Rihannas. I don't know what I'm saying.
Neither of those
Yeah.
people, but the New Pacific are awesome.
Yeah. There you go.
yeah.
Broke LA, April 21st and 22nd, downtown LA. Go to brokelafest.com. People, also follow their playlist on Spotify as well, so you can be well versed in all of the musicians and artists before you get down there. Keep it here on Adobe Radio all day for great music and other shows. We Sam's World tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. And the ladies of For Real, though, are back at 8 p.m. Eastern, making me blush, I'm sure. And then Gone Fishkin at 9 p.m. Eastern. What are you guys talking about today on For Real, though, Katie? Do you remember?
Ghost stories.
Oh, you guys got into Do
And-
Ghosts Exist?
Yeah.
And
Which we've had that discussion
found out
on our
Jillian's
show.
kind of a crazy person.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah.
And Bianca, who Anna knows,
Yeah.
is also on that show, and she has a really great story about. Actually, we talk about karaoke,
Oh.
and Jillian shares the story of our karaoke song, and Bianca talks about how she didn't make it quite to the restroom one time.
Oh. See?
Oh, no.
Like I said, I'm blushing already. Once again, for Katie and Boy Wonder and everybody out there listening who was texting in today, the text line, I say it every day, but it's just because it happens every day. The text line was going crazy today, especially during the debate. Ooh. So, wait, hold on. The 920 texting in, it is 12 times. I am 012 and 0.5.
I want a little bit of credit because I called 12.
It's been
by the
12
way.
times. Thank you, everybody out there. And so for everybody out there, I'm Brett reminding all of you to just be kind and take care of each other. That was our show. We will see you tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Neil Diamond and the Nasty Knack.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show today. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow on Adobe Radio Live, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.